Hi, it's Ileana, and today I'm going to be asking Source Creator about the DNA library that I had remote viewed at the Grand Canyon. So the Grand Canyon in Arizona, USA, it has a set of chambers with different functionalities to them. The chamber that I had seen when I was remote viewing the Grand Canyon was a place that has a sequence of DNA libraries in this ancient language that looks like something between a mixture of Asian letters, light language codes, and it has so many different species of beings in the library of the DNA archives, and it's all recessed in a wall. So it's been recessed in a wall, and there's vaults of these genetic library DNA codes. And so there's also these light chambers that can facilitate genetic resequencing for healing any illnesses, diseases, restoring DNA sequencing. It's also supposed to create light bodies for dimensional travel, which is interesting. That's what I saw. I also saw a multi-dimensional light system portal with these light discs. And again, there was light language symbols all over that particular artifact. And I had seen that many different species of beings contributed to this DNA library, to the creating these light chambers. I saw Syrians, I saw humanoid looking beings from Antares, and there were others. So this wasn't a one species galactic human project, it was several species who contributed to the creation, I think, of this place, whatever it is. It's a very sacred place. It's a huge chamber. And the Grand Canyon is big. This is just one chamber that I looked into, and I didn't know what I would find. I had no idea. But these light chambers, they're designed to create light bodies. So my question is for Source Creator. Source Creator, how are these light chambers used to create light bodies for dimensional travel, and how are light bodies created in the first place? And what is this chamber with these in the Grand Canyon with these other light chambers and this light disk portal system? What is it? Who made it? What's the purpose for it? Ileana, the light chambers under the biggest chamber in the Grand Canyon that you found, the reason you found that is because you were following the 24 light code frequency signatures of what the DNA library is based on. It is various galactic humanoid DNA sequencing libraries of various extraterrestrials, Syrians, Antarians, Anunnaki, Anunka. Their DNA is there too, as they were part of galactic humans who had come to Earth at one point. The Syrians, there's a lot of DNA sequencing from them. There is hybrid beings with elongated skulls that are in the sequencing of the DNA. They were part of these projects. A lot of various tall giants DNA sequencing, various beings, something you would call the Arcturians, a hybrid race of the Arcturians. Their DNA is in there too. Also, different humanoid beings that had evolved on the planet itself, on Earth. Their DNA sequencing is in this ancient DNA library repository system that you saw, and the symbols, the light language that looks Asian is indeed from Antares. It is a mixture of Antares and other languages, so it is not one language. In terms of the light chambers, they follow the light codes, the light frequency within a human body or a galactic human body or any other species. They look for the light code activation frequency that your auric field has. For you, for example, if you were, as an analogy, if you were to enter one of these light chambers, it would look for the blue light field codes and the white light field codes that is within your genetic structure and within your electromagnetic field of what you vibrate at as your light codes as part of that 24-stranded light code sequence. It is on an energetic level, those light code strandings of frequency codes to activate a light body. There's also a golden ratio of light frequency that is emitted from these light chambers that mix with the colored fields of your own light code signatures, the blue field and the white field. It would mix with that, and it would, in proportion with those energies, with that golden ratio frequency, it would create your light body. And then in this light body, you could travel beyond time and space because you are pure energy at that stage, and you can travel through dimensional travel as you no longer are heavy in human density energy. You are an essence of the light field, your light body in your light codes. This is what these light chambers are designed to facilitate. And they were created for those beings that were ready to leave the heavy earth density field and were ready to step into their light body forms. Their light stream fields, those 22 strings on the energetic frequency of the soul signature, once those strings are activated, then these light chambers can further complete the transformation into that light body field. And then the being is free to do dimensional travel as the light body. And everybody's light body will look differently. It would have different colors of your own soul signature mixture in combination with the golden ray frequency signatures that come from the light chambers. As for this portal system, it is indeed Syrian. It is indeed connected to Antares, and it is connected to other beings who participated in building this particular space within the Grand Canyon. It is part of their heritage. And yes, there's Anunnaki DNA, there is Egyptian DNA, there is Arcturian DNA, Syrian, Antares DNA codings within that DNA library. And there had been previously DNA librarians who ran this genetic lab, this genetic place of spiritual Ascension, if you will, because it's part of the Ascension codes. And it is one form of creating a light body, the full light body field. There's other ways of creating a light body. The Merkaba fields, because you can create various different Merkabas. You can spin them in various ways and activate the light body within the soul record of physicality. There are many different protocols for creating light bodies and ascending out of the human field of creation into the light field. Again, these light chambers are just one form of this ascension field on that vibration of the golden ray frequency that is within these light chambers. And yes, the symbols are forms of light language that is beyond binary systems of languages. So you would have to understand the light fields of these symbols to activate the light language. And it is the language of the stars. It is not just one language. It is a mixture of several star languages that activate that golden ratio within the light chambers and the portal. It is beyond transdimensional, interdimensional, beyond dimensional. It is the gateway to all the stars, to all the universes. It can take you through the light field sequencing of your soul signature anywhere you want to go. It is a very old sacred technology that has been around for millions of years. The Grand Canyon, it was formed millions of years ago, and many civilizations have contributed to its impact and the studies, the ancient civilizational studies that were done in the Grand Canyon. The energetic field of how the Grand Canyon was formed is very different. It is from the stars themselves. The energy vibration came from the stars to form the canyon. It is not just water, erosion, and rivers flowing. That did happen, and it did carve the canyon, but there was an energetic field that formed the canyon itself from the starlight, from universal field energy, how this canyon, the Grand Canyon, was formed. It was formed from an energetic frequency event, not just the land and the water creating itself. It was created through energy frequency interchanges from the galactic field itself that came to the earth energetically in various patterns of blue, purple, green vibration. There is still traces of evidence of the cosmic fields in how this happened that can connect to the cosmic web of portal systems from the Grand Canyon to the cosmic web. So there is portal travel fields all over the canyon and access points to portals leading to inner earth and the galactic portals, the natural portal systems that follow the cosmic web vibration and vibrate at a high frequency. And those that are attuned to this frequency field of the blue energy, the purple energy, the green energy, to this cosmic highway, they, the ones that are attuned to these frequencies, can find the portal signatures and travel through the portal fields, the pockets of portals, to other star locations off-world. This is something that is part of the Grand Canyon as well. It is part of the portal sequencing, energetic fields that are there. So the Grand Canyon is a high vibrational experiment system for energetic upliftment, for creating light bodies from the human field, and for portal travel and DNA library resequencing systems and DNA storage facilities. There's much more. There's also other chambers within the Grand Canyon that hold gold, the gold frequency, and actual gold relics and artifacts. There are many space arc ships under the Grand Canyon. There are portal systems leading to inner Earth pockets of civilizations and underground areas. The Grand Canyon is a place of divine frequency and artifact storage facilities as well from those various ancient civilizations, galactic civilizations that contributed to the creation of the Grand Canyon. They had created various chambers to house the lineages of their galactic history. There are many things in the Grand Canyon that have not been explored. Many cavern systems, many tunnel systems that were carved out with various energetic frequencies that reveal their own histories and stories of the beings that created them. So the Grand Canyon mystery is not just one thing, it is many different civilizations who contributed to the creation of the Grand Canyon, to the exploration of what they created inside of it. And the various pyramids and carvings and shapes, they hold their own mysteries in the various chamber vaults underneath them, because it is very interesting how there is buried stone inside these pyramidal structures that hide the chambers of those ancient civilizations and the vault systems that they had created inside the chambers. So that stone, that buried stone, actually protects the hidden locations of these chambers. So nobody can go in that's not supposed to go in into those locations. The buried stone hides the secrets of the Grand Canyon under the canyon formations themselves. So it is sort of a masking system and a protection system to make sure nobody enters where they're not supposed to go. And where there are entrances, they are very energetically protected. So you would have to vibrate at a certain frequency to enter those chambers and explore what is there of the ancients. There have been forms seen of these light bodies who had been transformed in the light chambers. Their forms of their energetics had been witnessed a long time ago, traveling into the dimensional fields, and those light body forms can change. They can appear as a light field of a humanoid, a structure and a shape, or they can appear as orbs. They can appear as UFOs, various shapes of crafts. When you are in your light body, you can take on any form that you want, as long as you know how to work with the frequencies of the light codes to transform the energetic fields within the light body, to change shape, to shapeshift in a sense. And you can take on any form that is part of creation and then change back into the original light body form of the golden frequency ratio. So things have been seen around the Grand Canyon that are unusual. Some of what had been witnessed was these light bodies, once they had been fully transformed from the human density into the light bodies. You could call this Ascension, because those light bodies can leave the Earth field, they can leave the planetary system itself and travel among the stars and the galaxies and universes. As pure light fields, they are able to leave planetary systems and travel beyond a planetary body itself, beyond the heavy density of physicality. I hope that has answered your question. Yes, Source Creator, thank you so much. I think it has given me the basic idea of what those light chambers are and how that works to create light bodies. So it's connected to energetic frequencies It's connected to the light codes within our own human bodies. And when the light chambers activate that, it creates the light body, or bodies, depending on your frequency of your divine existence. I think I understand that. Thank you so much, and I appreciate your guidance. You are most welcome, Ileana. Have a beautiful, blessed day. You as well, Source Creator. Thank you so much, and namaste.